cannot define your creator. Even I make mistakes, like you.
Welcome to The Void. My name is Liliana, also known as the Transfiendling, and today we're going to get into the next quest in Warframe, the Sacrifice. Now, our current quest objective, after watching that wonderful little intro, is to examine Lotus's helmet. Boop. Gotta go up and just give it a little boop, touch it. Oh, is it just gonna replay the cinematic? Okay, good to know. Poor Umbra.
Howl all you want. It won't bring him back.
I hate you so much, Ballas. Like, Ballas, I hated you before this quest, but like, if it hadn't really been nailed home, if you were just an atrocity of a sentient individual, God, this would have done the trick.
Brings you strength, Umbra.
God, I hate Ballas so much.
But you cannot define your creator. Even I make mistakes, like you.
Poor Umbra.
Operator, are you all right? Your delta wave spiked for a moment. Ever since she
Abandoned you.
Hey!
was taken, Otis knows just what you need. A comforting memory from my data store.
Ortis, don't.
Forgive me. This is who you really are, a Tenno. More than human, but once a child like any other. What do you
That's
remember?
enough, Ortis. Scan for sentient energy on Earth. Recent activity.
I don't think... Oh, what's this? Marking on navigation. How did you know? Oh, Otis, this is the operator we're talking about.
I love this game. I love my operator's aesthetic. I love Ortis and just his cute, quirky dorkishness. I love this game. It's great. No, I don't have any special lights on today. Today's kind of a lazy day. But I'm still wanting to record, because my brain's on fire, so I have to do something.
I am not sensing any sentience, but there is something. Oh no, ghouls. Something must have disturbed their incubation sacs. A disgusting life cycle.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Grenier ghouls are fucked up. I couldn't tell you the specifics offhand, but they're like the next closest thing to like actual, like...
Operator, I am just a bug-addled cephalon,
Aww.
but if you ever need to talk, Otis would be happy to hear how depressed you are.
God, anyone talking, like any of my close friends talking to me. Like, I don't know the specifics, but like Grenier ghouls are something to the effect of like normal Grenier are like, you know, clones with a rapidly deteriorating gene pool. The ghouls are somehow an even grosser iteration of this. I think it's like they literally like putrefy partially in the ground or something. But they do, like, they pop out of the ground and then, like, But like they get inserted into the ground, develop, or incubate, and then pop out of the ground. Like daisies. I couldn't tell you more than that, other than also like a lot of them, I don't know if it's all of them, but a lot of the ghoul variants also leave behind like a toxic cloud whenever they die. So I think there's some sort of something. That, like, I almost want to say, I mean, based on their names, I want to say they're almost like another type of undead in this game. Like, we already have the infested, but I think the ghouls are something similar. I'm not sure, don't cite me on that one. Ah, yes, this portion.
I saw this place.
How? Did the Lotus show you?
I don't know, but I think she wants me to see this. I'll scan the scene, check for Warframe traces.
This blade may predate everything in your arsenal. Very faint traces of mineral exposure. From Lua.
There's like 3 things I need to scan. There's one.
Remnants
There's
appear to
2.
be of Warframe composition. I am not familiar with this design.
I will admit this one is a little bit of a pain. Oh, there's one. Okay, so they are pulsing a little bit.
Almost crude. If you can get another scan, I may be able to synthesize a partial schematic of the victim.
I think the last one is...
I know what you're going through. With the Lotus, I mean. Remember how you abandoned me? But
What?
look at how
Angry.
happy I am now. Don't worry, operator. We'll find her.
When did we abandon you?
Processing. I have extraction ready. I think you should hurry.
Oh, did you just mean like whenever I like had to be forcibly put in stasis for Haons?
Are they coordinating an ambush? I may have underestimated ghoul intelligence. Expect resistance toward the extraction zone.
I'm actually curious if I have enough ghoul scans I could go view my codex and get information about them. Because I genuinely like don't recall the details. The ghouls came out a while ago. Like, if I recall, I was still in college whenever the ghouls came out. Which admittedly isn't saying much because like I was in college as late as like last May. But like I think I was still in undergrad, which means like 2019 and before. God, I love Ivara. She's just so nice for whenever I'm like, cool, I'm just doing this for the story. I don't really feel the need to just constantly kill everything in my path. I love her so much. She is my gal. Also, like, heads up, this quest is dark. I guess content warning for, like, loss of bodily autonomy, brainwashing, like, mind control, in, like, very unethical ways. There's just, this quest has a lot. It's rough. I wouldn't say it's ever affected my mental health, so, like, I don't know if it's that intense, but it is a ride. So I just want to let you, want to give a heads up, just to be safe.
Linked with this design. The transference bolt seems different, but we cannot build this without more data.
What about Lua? You said there were traces on the weapon.
Well, you told me to go to the foundry.
Right. One step ahead, aren't you, operator? Marking on navigation.
Ah. we do get more lore and more examples as to why Ballas sucks. Ow, I hurt my voice a bit saying that one. Look, I just have very strong feelings about the guy who fucking took Space Mom away. I will never get over that or forgive Ballas for that. Ever. Like, there is no world which exists.
Are you sure we want to build this Warframe? It could be dangerous.
What I saw, what the Lotus showed me, this Warframe knew Ballas. It tried to attack him.
What? The Warframes are transference controlled. Battle envoys for the operator to command. I don't understand.
This one is different.
Correct on all accounts. Also, that just means that Umbra has good taste. Everyone should attack Ballas. Everyone, and I mean everyone, should attack Ballsack. Constantly. And forever. There are few video game antagonists that get me on such a, that gets to me in such a fundamental emotional way, like Ballsack does. And it's just because he is such a disgusting entity. And
An Orokin cipher. Impossible to bypass. They use mnemonic code glyphs drawn directly from your memory. Perhaps search the area?
I'm sure I could brute force this. Let's see. Does this first one have anything? Ah, yes.
Curious. These markings seem fresh. Are there more?
I mean, that is why there are several circles on the map, I would assume. I think part of it is just...
Is that a paired symbol there?
The order may be important for the cipher.
Okay, so we have italic M and cat forehead. And then over here we had cat forehead spiral. Okay. So cat forehead's in the middle. So italic M, cat forehead, spiral. Yeah! Also, I say cat forehead because it kind of looks like the patterns that some cats have on their foreheads between their eyes. I say this because my mermaid's cat has markings like that. Oh, I forgot about the mimics! I forgot about the mimics!
Old design, mimics, sentient mimics. These haven't been seen since the old war. How did mimics get to the origin system? Operator, be vigilant when approaching things.
Things.
Sorry, I can't be more specific.
Yeah, it is kind of thankfully, honestly, it's very kind of obvious whenever something's a mimic because it'll have an aura around it. Admittedly, telling them from apart from a distance can be a bit tricky, but it also helps that most of the time they'll be placed for example, that one. Lockers aren't there. Lockers aren't placed there naturally. And, that's just kind of generally the pattern. I forget how commonly mimics just occur now. Or if they're just part of this quest. Ooh, we have a lot of them on this one. Ooh, alright, symbols, we got 4 to find. How are all of you doing? This one is a little bit, this particular part has a little bit of searching for, because you have to get all of these symbols. And there's 4 symbol pairs we have to find.
You found one. Memorize it.
Okay, so we have... Okay, so we have... let's see. Blade Swirl. Italic M. Let's see, where to next? I will admit, my particular mnemonics for each of these is weird and very specific to me. And I'm certain different from like what literally anybody else calls them. Like, that's almost a guarantee. So if you like are playing this yourself after this and you're like, that's not what these people are saying.
And look, a different marking beside it.
Okay, so W, Blade Swirl, or maybe T. Maybe T would be another good name for that one, since it does have like a very distinct cross shape in it. But I've already decided to call it Blade Swirl, so I think I'm just gonna stay with that. The main thing will be if calling it Blade Swirl will work, and if I'll remember which one that is whenever I go back to the console. I am curious. Nope. Alright. Curiosity assuaged. I was curious if killing them with this weapon, because this is the weapon that, you know, A, shoots a bunch of bolts, but also does the thing where, like, with normal enemies, if I kill them with a charged shot, it spawns a ghost clone of them. Okay, so Spiral W. Then one last pairing to find. Are you gonna fall again? No? Alright, cool. Alright, we
Should be the last
have...
one. Now, to figure
Let's
out
see.
the correct ordering.
I'll call that Anime Eye, for what I feel like is obvious reasons, and then Spiral. Oh, hi! Go void yourself. Void yourself like an expired check. Okay, let's see. So we have Blade Swirl Italic M, W Blade Swirl. Okay, so I think we have Anime Eye first, then Spiral, then W. Where's W? There's W. Then Blade Swirl, then the Italic M. Yeah! Haha! Try to figure out like, which ones came before which and whatnot.
These markings signify danger. Was this a containment cell for something?
Umbra. Cave-ins must have compromised the enclosure.
Likely. There are still strong aftershocks from when you pulled Lua out of the void.
See? You know, it made the funky little, like, ghost copy. Search the lab. What am I searching for? Oh, right, I know what I'm looking for. I don't remember where it is, but I know what it's called. It's called the Vitruvian. Like the Vitruvian Man, like the one painting thing. Is this it? This what I'm looking for? Yeah. Enemy.
It is with the greatest of risk that I commit this recording. The codices within reveal the hidden weakness of your most feared enemy. My creations. My frames of war.
You hardly have a stake in claiming us as your own work.
This is rare Orkin technology. Incredible it survived this long. You should destroy it immediately.
What? No. We need to get inside. But it's locked to a new set of codes. I'm bringing it back for analysis.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Oh, hey! That time it did! Funky. Interesting. But, Ballas, you don't get to claim that we're your Warframes. The things you did were just building off of Margulis's stolen work after you had her killed. I hate Ballas for so many reasons. Plagiarism is like the lowest on the totem pole for reasons why I want Ballas impaled on every form of weaponry known to sentience and sapience. But it is on the list. It is on the list. It's just not the top. The top is for being a shitty, abusive partner to, Margulis. Oh, that was a good crack. Let's see, can I get a good... Oh, there we go. Oh, that makes up for the really, really bad crack earlier. Earlier I cracked my neck and, like, it hurt instead of feeling good. Also, I finally made a Warframe overlay. It's actually on as I recorded. I believe I added them to my...
You will make an excellent hunter.
Thank you.
Operator, I'd rather not connect that Vitruvian to my systems. It could
Make me crazy.
affect my systems in unforeseen ways.
This may have belonged to Ballas. He's our only way to the Lotus. Please, Ordis?
You had to say please, didn't you?
I forget, where do I do this? Is it back up in navigation? It is back up in navigation, okay. Wait, where? Oh, okay, over here.
Ordis, you need to learn how to stand up for yourself. To say no and mean it, even if it is the operator.
Ordis? Oh. Hello?
I have been upgraded, Star Child. Your Warframe blueprint now has the required data. Check Foundry.
Oh, I forgot about that! That's so creepy! It's... Which one? What's the thing? I mean, I already have it, so do I actually need to check the Foundry? I haven't replayed this quest, so I don't remember exactly what happens. Oh, equip Umbra, okay. Me just not being able to read. whenever whenever the consequences of my actions catch up to me.
Good morning, old friend. I'm afraid the disease has taken your voice, but we've prepared the finest serums to treat you. Shall we pass the time with a game of Comey, like old times?
You remember this game, don't you? Think you'll move in the board's senses. Oh, this. I've had them fit you with a transference bolt in honor of our history together.
And look who hasn't left your side since you took ill.
Look at him, old man. Look at your son.
Can he hear me? Father? It's me, Isa. Do you remember me?
Of course he remembers you, young Dax.
Which will make this reunion all the more tragic when you watch him die.
Ballas, I hate you. I would gladly tear Balsac's throat out with my teeth.
What happened?
The Warframe I warned you not to build, that you built anyway, caused a massive transference overload and damaged my precepts. It has escaped out into the system.
When I linked to it, there was something there. A memory.
Warframes are transference proxies for the Star Child. They do not have memories.
This one did.
Well, this one does. Might be why it's unstable. Ortis, let me look at the Vitruvian.
I forget what this symbol means. Child? Hello. Cursor, there we go. Blasphemy! Oh, my favorite! My favorite symbol! My favorite symbol!
What led us here? You did, you vile blasphemies. Machines thinking, breeding. You were to bear us a new, promised land. But when you arrived at that distant world, you knew that in time, we would bring ruin to it as well.
Yet,
as we had to Earth. And so it was, we came to war.
that moment when your creations realize that you're, like, a walking catastrophe. Because, slight translation, they sent the sentients over to Tau to, like, terraform shit. But then the sentients, which are, as their names would imply, sentient, realized, oh, hey, our creators are just going to wreck this system like they have the Sol system. So we're just gonna prevent that from happening.
Ortis, we need to track that Umbra Warframe.
Done, Star Child.
Oh darn! I was gonna comment on Ivara like looking all funky. Search for Umbra. Starting Search for Umbra series. Do. I think roughly, I could be wrong, but I think approximately, barring the New War, because the New War is funky. I'm looking fucking 5-hour video. But I think roughly most of the main quests, I think they take roughly an hour. So I think we're roughly halfway through this one and we're already at half an hour. So I think that, come on.
Star Child, are you seeking revenge for its damage to me?
Not exactly.
Will you destroy this Umbra Warframe?
No, the codes are in his memory. If I can get close, I'll go in again and try to recover them. He's the key to finding the Lotus. I can feel it.
Haha! That was a weird noise. Don't know what that was about. Well, I mean, okay, I know kind of, because I remember what happens in this quest. Also, like, that's part of the thing. I know what's happening. Like, I know what's going to happen in most of these quests that I'm playing now for all of you. I still get visceral anger reactions from the absolute just atrocities that Ballas commits. Because Ballas is just like a walking war crime.
There it is. Approach with caution.
I forget. Alright, stun Umbra with Void Sling.
Now, use transfer.
Another memory? Another memory!
Your move.
Fuck you, Ballas. I will say, Comey, surround enemy stones, capture them, block the enemy from surrounding nears. Diagonals are not considered.
It's your move, old friend.
Okay, so...
Finally.
So diagonals are not considered. Capture 3 stones to win. I'm pretty sure this game is rigged. I'm pretty sure you can't win this game. What? Hold on. Or maybe I should understand how this game works.
I see.
I think I just don't understand how this game works. Oh! Or maybe I do!
He loves this game. I'll never forget the time I finally beat him. But now I'm thinking he just let me win.
Possibly. Oh, I get to go again. Okay.
You served with distinction, old Dax. We commissioned a portrait in your honor.
I forgot about
there,
that.
on the wall.
You can see, like, his memory starting to, like, decay and break down. Ugh.
A beautiful portrait, don't you agree?
Another symbol.
The sentient battle at Hull. I can't imagine. You were awarded the Lua Cross for valor.
Will you follow in your father's path?
Of course.
Wow, it's pulsating.
He will, and his children will. You see, these are the stakes of this little game. Each stone I capture will be another, and another, and another, culled from your subversive bloodline. You thought you could outplay me? I've had lifetimes to plan my defection. You spied on me, intercepted my communications. But I saw your move long before you took it.
I hate everything about him.
We come to the consequences.
Like, he's not even a loyal
You
shitbag.
alright? Please, do something for him.
Like, if you were doing this, I'd be like, oh, I'm doing this because...
Were you successful?
I couldn't breathe.
Somehow you are inverting the flow. Not from Tenno to Warframe, but Warframe to Tenno. There may be residual effects. Return to the ship.
Like, if you were doing something to the effect of like, oh, I must do this because, like, I need to do this for, like, the good of, like, my family and, like, my people and whatnot. At least I could understand that. But no, No, it's not that he's doing it for any, like, loyalty or any sort of, like, oh, it's because I have, like, this convoluted thing that this is what's going to, like, help people that I care about. He's just doing this because he's a shitty person who, like, is serving his own goals and doesn't give a shit about the people he hurts. I hate Ballas. I hate Ballas. Anyone from DE, if you're watching this, congrats! All of your writers deserve several raises probably, because Ballas is just such an atrocity. Wonderfully written villain. Beautifully written villain. I want to throttle him. I want to bestow so much pain against a fictional character. Phenomenally done. I hate him. Wonderful villain. I want to tear his heart out with my bare teeth and claws. God, I'm warming up just from how much rage I have directed at Ballas. I'm not even kidding. What symbol does this mean? Oh, Warframes. That makes sense.
Our hubris shone like a black star. For our technology, our war machines were your kin. How easily you turned them against us.
Yeah.
We were forced to older means. Not circuits, nor light, but flesh and disease. Our horrors passed. Our ravaged outer colonies became gardens.
So, slight context. There's been like several through lines and several bits of lore that have mentioned how in the old war, the Tenno were like an alternate means to fight their foe because their foe could turn their weapons against them, like could turn all their high-tech weapons against them. So they made the Warframes, which weren't technically like
We
all...
cultured the infestation,
Oh.
conceiving of a hybrid, transformed, but only just. The Helminth was created, born to yield these new warriors, worthy of battle against you,
Are we gonna
the
get more
great
about
and
this?
terrible Hunhow.
More? Or is that the last bit?
We took our greatest, volunteers or not, and polluted them with these cultured reagents. They transformed. They became infested. But only just. Their skin blossomed into sword steel. Their organs interlinked with untold resilience. Yet their minds were free of the infested madness. Or so we thought. We set them upon the battlefield, biodrones under our command. The Warframes, all of them failures. Surprised? They turned on us, just as you did. And so we had no choice but to commit them to grave. This is all you know, Hunho, but there is a hidden half, a secret that lies within a place forbidden to you and your kind. I speak of the Void.
Starchild, repairs continue. Allow me to test vestigial precepts for a moment. Like caring.
So yeah.
Operator, you need to stop this. You could suffer permanent harm from Umbra's memory. What if you internalize all this?
I feel like he's leading me to the truth about Ballas. Right now, it's all I have to go on.
So yeah, what I was saying, it kind of laid that out. I forgot that they went through this in all of the Vitruvian, but they made the Warframes by taking the infestation and, like, they made a special hybrid of it that turned people into Warframes. And, you know, because the sentients could, like, corrupt and infect and control they're high-tech shit, but because the Warframes weren't technological, they technically were biological, the sentients couldn't, like, corrupt them and take control of them. Now, what stopped the sentients from, like, controlling the Warframes like guns? Since it is canon that, like, the Warframes used guns to fight them? I don't know. But
Ballas must be tracking Umbra now. I'm detecting increased sentient presence in the area.
because at least to my mind, a gun is just a, like, sure, it's a machine with, like, a very specific function, but it's still a machine. Why are you so resilient to void damage? That was odd. They're supposed to be super vulnerable to void damage. Oh, oops. There we go. But yeah, so that's what that Vitruvian was going over, just how they made the Warframes to combat the sentients, since they knew, like, since the sentients wouldn't be able to corrupt them. However, the the Warframes still weren't entirely underneath their control. And this kind of goes into detail in a couple of different of the Warframes codex entries, like Rhino, for example.
The area is locked down. We need to take care of those mimics.
Okay, that was odd. Mimics.
Keep searching. They are here somewhere.
I mean, I guess if I just run around, they will come out to try to kill me. Come on. I don't need security calling in reinforcements. Sorry about that. I was sick yesterday, and I had set an alarm to wake me up right about this time yesterday, and forgot to apparently set it out as a recurring thing.
Lockdown ended. Very good. Now, where is that Warframe?
Somewhere this direction. I love this. I know I say it a lot whenever I'm playing this game. I just...
Team, operator, advise you approach with caution.
Oh, deplete his shields. Okay. Oh, I forgot, you're like immune to my normal things. Wait, you said deplete your shields. Your shields are gone, my dude. Come on now.
That did it.
Oh,
Here's your
I
chance. Use transference.
Oh, come on now. Oh, I have to restun him. Okay, I see.
That did it. Now is your chance. Use transference.
Oh, for void's sake. Pun not entirely intended. Where are you? There we go!
Trouble concentrating, old friend? Look at all your Comey stones I've taken.
This one, a brother. These three, his children. And on and on. All of these gone to the Jade Light.
This one I'm pretty sure is a setup. I don't think... Actually, no, I should be able to get these... What?
Father,
What?
do you remember your Shazin?
Yes.
Remember how you'd sing to us? Smiles from Jerome?
Ballas, you are such a piece of shit. You are such a piece of filth. You and your funky, weird-ass anatomy.
A fine instrument. How thoughtful to remind him of his better days. Come now, your move. Only a few stones left.
Well, I can capture this...
Isa, looks like your father still has his sharp wit.
My father understands the game better
I
than
hate you.
anyone.
I hate you, you funky
You
shitbird.
couldn't understand why I give my secrets to our enemy. How could I betray my own kind? But you have never had to sacrifice your love for faith.
Don't you dare try to say that you
Imagine
had to sacrifice
to
Margulis.
live forever with only one memory. Seeing the one you love.
You cannot say that you love Margulis, you piece of filth. I have strong opinions about him and his shitty, gaslighting, manipulative behavior.
But you would have to imagine
I placed that
a
stone.
lovely cultured infestation swarms within your blood. Your transformation has begun, reshaping you into a sacred surrogate of the unholy Tenno. A Warframe with but a single, burning memory. It is a miracle.
Oh wait, I can only place the stone there?
But all miracles require sacrifice.
I hate this shitty blue man so much.
He's gonna kill him.
Who's going to what?
Ballas. He's going to kill his son, Isa.
But aren't these memories, Operator? You cannot undo what has been done.
I hate Ballas so much. Oh, I hate Ballas so much. Oh, I hate Ballas so damn much. Especially, like, he tries to play the whole, like, I'm a good guy. I'm just doing what's necessary. Oh my gosh. I have to live with the memory that Margulis died. I'm completely forgetting the fact that I could have saved her because I had to be a unanimous vote. But no, I had to be a piece of shit and vote to kill her because otherwise it would have made me look bad or some other nonsense. Sure. Whatever. Politically, probably would have been essentially the sake of, like, political suicide to have voted against the rest of them. But, like, if he actually gave a shit about Margulis, he would have done it. Ballas infuriates me so much. Like, I don't know, maybe it's an autism thing, but, like, for me, if you love someone, nothing else matters compared to them. So, like, oh, it would have been the end of my political career. Yeah, if you loved Margulis, you'd have fucking done it anyway. I hate
Before the
Ballas
vain
so
fame,
much.
our people held dualism as truth. That all things were of two parts, mind and body, consciousness and matter, of our world and the void. It was from there that our answer finally came.
Oh, that's the Zariman 10-0. That's a giant spaceship.
Distorted by vague horrors, we kept the Zariman survivors within a secret reservoir. They were the missing half. Transference linked, The Warframe's the body, and they the mind. I give you now the coordinates and codes to this place. But do not underestimate these devils somehow. They did what we could not.
Oh!
We had created monsters we could.
I know what I have to do.
Operator?
I don't need to hear it. I lived it. Prepare the landing craft, Ortis. I'm going in. Myself.
I hope that doesn't mean what I think it does.
It suddenly just clicked that these Vitruvians are how Hanho had the information that led to the conflict in the second dream. Ballas, you piece of shit. I hate literally just everything about Ballas. His aesthetic, terrible. Awful drip. Just atrocious. We hate the look. Head to toe, trash. His opinion and his outlooks, absolute garbage. I will admit, his voice, if not for the fact that every word he said made me hate him more, his voice would be very hot, not gonna lie.
Operator, please reconsider. You know how dangerous this is. The sentients will be here in force. This is why you bring a Warframe to these things.
My Warframe is here. I just have to find it.
There he is, Operator. The Umbra.
God, I love this. Oh, what's it called? Amp. I love this amp. It's very good. It deals so much damage. Poor guy.
You have relived this moment countless times. But our minds are linked now. We'll face this together. This poison he's given you, it has taken your will away. You are a victim as much as your son.
Sorry, Isa. The time has come.
We are together.
I am honored to be your son.
Ballas did this. Not you.
Don't worry, old friend. I'm not going to kill your boy.
You are.
Ballas is terrible. Garbage man. Absolutely garbage man. Wow, this looks so cool. This was also... Oh, wait, there's still...
Remember your childhood? I'll never forget the time I finally beat him.
Kind of let the dialogue play through.
You alright?
Poor Umbra. There are literally few things I can
We
imagine
had created monsters we couldn't
more
control.
atrocious than
We
what Ballas has
drugged
done.
them, tortured them, eviscerated them. We brutalized their minds, but it did not work. Until they came. And it was not their force of will, not their void devilry, not their had learned a way to see inside an ugly, broken thing. And take away its pain.
Also, I love how this is a great example of how the morality system is kind of funky in this game. Because there's, like, the sun, the balance, and the moon path. But, like, it's not that the sun is good, necessarily, and that the moon is bad. Just they're different parts. For example, the sun here is wrath, versus the moon being emptiness. I, as in all things, went with acceptance.
We
Acceptance is
accept
better than
this
either.
memory and move beyond its reach.
God, I should try doing that myself. Accept this memory and move beyond its reach.
Operator, you did it! Your transference signal is clean, synchronized with that Warframe.
Mark a path to extraction. We've got one last mission before this is done.
Marking, but I'm detecting a mass of sentient forces converging on your location. Quickly, you may be able to escape.
So obviously, originally,
Let them come.
this was like, you know, so of course originally this was an unmodified Umbra, but because I actually have Umbra now, has all my loadouts and builds installed. Speaking of which, I believe also this update, like I believe the sacrifice is when we got the ability to switch different like menu options and stuff. Because one was called the Vitruvian. I think that's one I still have installed actually. Umbra is a killing machine. And I don't mean that in the same fucked up way Ballas does. Umbra is so good. Also, Umbra, I will say, Umbra's passive is like slightly underwhelming compared to other Warframes. Because Umbra's passive is that whenever you transference, like whenever you use transference and go operator mode, Umbra will still fight with you. Which is real cool. This also isn't as useful as some other things. It's like, I don't think he uses his ultimate. So, and also like operators also only have so much combat utility most of the time. Though admittedly, this is getting changed. Like, you know, they have been changing how the operators function so that now the operators actually are having a decent amount of combat utility. Or combat function, I suppose. Capability, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, it's so fun! I forget what I forget if this is the final mission or if there's another confrontation. I feel like there's another confrontation, but I don't remember the specifics. Also, I'm almost maxed out with Red Veil Saving again. I have conflicting feelings about the Red Veil. I love the gear they provide. Not so big a fan of their stance, like, morally. At least they're not New Loka. Cause like, New Loka also have good things, but they're like, their kind of shtick is kind of like, has very big like eugenics vibes to me, and I'm not a fan. It's like, ah yes, we must reject everything but the purity of the human form, or something like that. It's like, let's not.
Operator, we have no idea what Ballas is capable of. Please, reconsider this. Why would you risk it?
Because Ballas is a dick.
I'd like to hear her.
No.
Yes. Yes, of course. Accessing data store. Which should I play?
The war, the dream, my child.
My child, so beautiful to behold. How do you feel?
Operator, there is much to be done. Please consult the navigation console.
God, I love Lotus so much. The Lotus is just so good. Ugh. It is warm in my room. Ugh.
He is waiting for you, but I'm detecting powerful signals emanating from the courtyard. They are calling out for reinforcements across the entire system. You don't have long.
That's fine, I won't need long. Someone's shooting at me? Y'all are welcome to come try to fight me. It'll be y'all's funeral. I also just love it's like, oh no, the sentient has adapted to your damage. The sentient in question already dead. It always makes me very happy whenever I get a ribbon for like a weapon I actually like using. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I have a ribbon for this weapon.
You from your torment, but it seems those devils rebuilt you.
What have you done with her? Ballas? Where is the Lotus?
Has the wolf become a dog? Is this Umbra or some Tenno?
Both.
Joke's on you, bitch!
Will burn. Stop. You think you can defy me? Not even your Tenno devil can.
Go fuck yourself, Ballas!
I created you.
No, you didn't. You stole Mom's work, you jackass. God, few scenes in video games make me so happy. Yeah, that's right. Suffer. The cycle is broken, you piece of shit.
The cycle is broken.
How I know what she sees in you.
Cease.
Where is she? Where is the Lotus?
I am here, Tenno.
Mom! What? What have they done to you?
Nothing. This is what I am.
Now we see the...
Drifting, gone to beyond the Greek star. Mother,
I can't move.
I am coming home.
Space Mom. I can't move. Okay. I forgot that was intentional. Han Hao got his wish. For now. That's what... Because I love this metaphor so much, that's what Lotus looked like pre-transition.
But it wasn't her, was it?
No. I don't know. But I'm going to find out.
And that's the sacrifice. Oh, my heart. Lotus. I care too much about certain fictional video game characters. Samus Aran is one of them. The Lotus is the other. The Tenno are also one of them. Technically Ballas also, but not in a good way. I loathe and hate Ballas so much. Alright. So, that is it for the sacrifice. One sec. I need a minute. I also need to re-equip the proper Warframe. But, I just... I love whenever Ivar's helmets kind of glitch out. Oh no, she's not glitched out. Her, like, head is just looking in a funky direction. Yeah, so, for slight understanding, in case anything of that wasn't entirely clear.
Orders seems to have misplaced those memories.
So, Warframes used to be people that were infected with a special strain of the infection, or the infestation, to become Warframes. But the Orkin couldn't control them because of just, like, their emotions and shit, until the Tenno started, like, interfacing with them. And because, essentially, the Warframes were in such constant agony that they kind of just went berserk constantly. But the Tenno, whenever they used transference, like, melded with them, took away their pain, and, like, brought them peace and calm and comfort. And so that's why the Warframes and the Tenno work together. And that's also why, for example, in Second Dream, you know, the Warframes still have some sort of functionality, and, you know, that explains why the Warframe kind of, like, came to life and, like, pried the sword apart, because it was trying to protect its operator, the Tenno. And then, so we know that the Lotus used to be a sentient, but, you know, has turned into the Lotus, and now they have successfully, I don't know, reprogrammed her, deprogrammed her, don't know how you want to look at it, but turned her back into her old sentient form. The next story, I think the next story might just be a cutscene. Prelude to War. Also, because we didn't have this context, I want you to have it at least. If I remember right about what I'm getting ready to show you, everything that Ballas says in this is a lie. We didn't know this for certain until way after, but everything Ballas says is a lie. He's trying to make us question the Lotus. But literally just ignore all of it. It's just Ballas being a shitty, gaslighting piece of just absolute filth and garbage. So, you know, here we go. Oh, can we not? Oh, we can't replay this one. Oh, that's kind of a shame. Essentially, there was like this really funky thing, because as you can see, Ballas is now partially sentient. And what we're seeing was essentially Ballas, like, in this funky little place with his eyes all glowing, pretending like it's the Lotus seeing through him, and maybe it actually was. But, like, muttering all these words about how, like, she's a viper singing a siren's song, and, like, all these other things trying to make us question, is the Lotus, like, really the Lotus? Does she actually care about us? He has some sort of, like, bullshit gaslighting Barnum statements about how, like, she tricks everyone into thinking that she cares about them, and all these other things that are just him being a piece of shit and trying to make us question Mom. And then we get the sword at the end of it, the paracesis. Can we replay any of these? Okay, this one is just a cinematic, I'm pretty sure. So I am going to show you the cinematics for these. I really hate Ballas with a burning, fiery passion. Oh. Ah, yeah, the real giants. It's an Excalibur. Oh, it's an Excalibur Prime. Ooh, I forgot about you. Very funky new type. Well, new whenever this was introduced. Mag, I believe. Mag Prime. Yeah, there she is. I forget about these. Oh, these are all transference things, I think. Oh, it's even a Dex. A couple Dex. Nova Prime, the lore-breaking Prime Warframe.
Let her go.
All right. Oh, hey, look, it's me. Right there in the front row.
If I had a heart, it would be broken. If my eyes could weep, I'd be blind. Look at what they've made of you. You're a god. You're a queen. But somehow the bees have you as a hostage. Do you even recognize me anymore?
I recognize the enemy.
No. Sister, it's me. Era.
I'm a bit surprised Era's a brother.
The Makers caught you. Unraveled your mind. They're using you to kill us. The Queen of the Aphids, with her eye in the void. But I don't blame you. I blame them. You believe these are your children. But I am the only family you've got left. So choose our family, our people, or these parasites. Choose, Natar.
That's
Choose.
not her name, Dick.
I am not Nata. I am the Lotus.
I am curious as to why all of our eyes are fucked up. Why we have the man in the wall eyes. I forget how we're here, or if it's ever explained, or if it's just void shenaniganry. Nice textures loading in there. I will say, even in her old form, she does look really cool. I hate to see her still alive. That does bring me great satisfaction to see. Forget, do I have to like try to be stealthy?
Reformation is accelerating. Our convicts are nearly ready. Our rebirth is at hand.
And the Golden Spear? How many battalions?
Still having lapses. Listen to me. That's the past. The old war. Tell her, Maker.
Yes, there is no spear, no Nata. Error speaks. Master Error. He speaks true. The Oracle are gone. The bios are divided. Infighting over what remains. Only the Tenno.
The Tenno. The enemy.
Yes.
Made by you. To kill us.
Yes.
But you had something our people have never had before in the Tar. You're stained by their wickedness. Use it. Use their sin against them.
You can't use my sin
They're
against me, darling.
listening.
Let them.
They know we are building.
It won't matter.
Okay, so we're
No,
doing this through some sort of connection
it
to
won't.
Nata.
So what are you waiting for? Sing for us, sister. Call them home.
One must be careful when digging their nails into their chests out of stress whenever they have actual claws. I am a little confused because I don't recall that cutscene going that way. Also, the Prelude to War thing was actually very similar, except for you had to like sling around to like keep from being seen. It was really nifty. Highly suggest playing it for yourself. And I think maybe it's just one last cutscene. Oh, the Maker is just only a cutscene. Okay, cool. That is such a giant structure. Oh, we love to see him suffer. I also just love to see his, like, pristine organ body all fucked up.
So quiet. So dark.
It only needs a voice. A spark.
But Mother.
Mother's gone. This is all that remains.
I thought she was going to find
her
him.
fire. And more. You can finish
know things.
what she started.
I know things.
Finish the war.
Bring peace. Bring purity.
Purity.
On Lua, the
Pardon me.
Lotus, I attacked you.
You remember?
You died.
Yeah, I have questions about this.
You don't remember everything then.
Unsure if gaslighting
Asteroids
or...
wounded me, and our forces were depleting fast. I knew I had failed. Failed you, my sister. Failed our family. I had no choice but to retreat.
No. You were destroyed. The Tenno made sure of that.
You're still recovering. With all that the Makers did to you, it will take time to heal.
Okay, so is gaslighting a bit, I think.
He is one of them, isn't he? A Maker.
Finish the war, Netar.
Yeah. As much as I love seeing Ballas put in this fucking place, it was all just an act to mislead Lotus. But that is everything before the new war. At least all of the story missions. Once this video is up, because these files do take an ungodly amount of space on my computer. I don't know why, but once I have this episode rendered, I will get to recording, like, all of the various, like, side quests that are here. Because there are a lot of quests that, like, are these really the only side quests? Interesting. Can you replay all of these? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. But, you know, so I will go through and, like, play all of the other quests that are replayable so that everyone who wants to can see them through here. What I'll probably do is, or at least the ones that you can, some of them apparently are unreplayable, at least at the moment. Just so that, you know, it's on here for those who want to see it, but either can't or don't want to play it themselves. But for now, I hope all of you are having a wonderful time with this. I am so excited, both to, like, I'm excited to get to the other story quests. As I mentioned in the video that I recorded before this, though I think it'll actually be coming out after this one, the Deviri Paradox is coming out soon, so I want to make sure I was all ready for that, because that's going to be a big thing, and I'm really excited to record that for all of you when that comes out. But for now, thank you all for coming along on this journey with me, helping, you know, reliving my past with this game. I know y'all have watched me play this. I can't emphasize enough how much I suggest playing this game for yourself. Just because, sure, going along with someone can be emotional, can be fun, but this is one of those games that I think even if I had watched someone play first, I still would get emotional playing through it myself. Because it's just, the writing is good, the characters are well written and, like, realistically written, and just, it's very, very good. So, if you have the time, if you have the inclination, I highly suggest checking it out yourself. For now, thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to be kind to yourselves and one another. If you'd like to help out the channel, please don't forget to check out the Ko-fi and commission links in the description below. And until next time, it is time for some very important thanks. I'm eternally grateful for all my supporters over on Ko-fi: Darius, Sarah Senpai, Sapphic Seraph, Kylie Coven, and Space. If you'd like to help support the channel, join the ranks by following the Ko-fi link in the description below. There, you can choose a variety of either one-time donations or subscriptions, which will get you the following benefits: adding games to my list of things to play, getting to choose cosplays for me to make Let's Plays in, access to the subscriber-only Discord server, and much, much more. As always, don't forget to hydrate, masticate, and medicate.